Well, hello everyone. I wasn't quite expecting it to be this coming into this episode as we are, but you know, Crusader Kings 3, things happen as they happen, and sometimes you can't overly do anything about it. So let me just arrange my things and make sure that we actually have the game loaded up. And just count down to the last 20 seconds and just allow people a bit more time to hop in. Okay, there we go, 5 seconds. Okay, the game audio doesn't seem to be coming through, so I'll quickly hop over and fix that. And just make sure we actually can get something through. So why is that being so quiet? Oh, because it is. Okay, that should be better for people now. That should be audible. So last time we left off, we unfortunately had a bit of a succession crisis. So our father, King Ilmenric, died, and we ended up as his eldest daughter, inheriting the throne. However, unfortunately, we have had some issues where basically we had our sister declare a claimant war against us, which we managed to fight to a white peace, but unfortunately that only let her... Hello there, Edgar Hilario, thank you for the follow, hope you enjoy the stream. So, as I was saying, we unfortunately ended up 10 years later having yet another war for succession against our sister, and because we had been beaten so badly by independence factions, internal wars, and all of that nonsense, we unfortunately had no choice but to surrender. And as you can see from up here, we are over 1,100 gold in debt, and we are losing 1.3 gold a month. What can we actually change about that? I'm not really sure we can. So I did put up a poll on my Twitter, and very helpfully, it was a tie. Thank you guys. Thanks everyone. So the options that I had were to wrap it up, which got 0 votes, play as our sister, and continue on as this character here. So half of the people voted that we were going to play as a sister, and half the people voted to continue as we were. So I think because actually we are 4th in line for the Kingdom of Wales. So heir 1, 2, 3. Oh no, that's the sorry, that's the Duchy of Powys. Up here, the Kingdom of Wales. So yes, we are in the line of succession. However, it would involve, you know, a bit of murder. So it basically involved killing her 3 children that she has so far. Actually, where is that? Okay, that's a granddaughter. Is that okay? She only has 2 kids. Where does this one come from? Oh boy. So unfortunately, we are not the head of the dynasty, so we can't even disinherit some of these. So murder chance 25%. Murder chance 25%, and you're... Oops. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I guess we're trying to kill him then. I guess we're trying to kill him. Oops. And for you, it is another 25%. Anyway, what I was going to say was, and his wife is pregnant again. So, potentially, if we manage to murder him before that happens, there won't really be any claims, but who knows? So we want to come over here, and there's no one we can invite. So it's a 25% chance of success and a 40% chance that it will be kept secret. And Ireland, defending against the tyranny. So this is a tyranny war, basically meaning if the opposing side wins, he basically forfeits the throne. So that would mean, so Duke. So this is Tanistry elective, Tanistry elective, and Tanistry elective. So unfortunately, all of these are going to the exact same person. Okay, yeah, all of those are going to the exact same person. So even if they win and he has to step down, it will just all go to the same person, which is this random person, Duke of Ulster. So apparently, diplomacy. Yeah, I'm honestly just thinking about this. So that is your spouse and liege, okay. So you wouldn't be able to call your vassal, she would be your vassal into war. And obviously you do have Kent, Northumbria, Bohemia, and obviously Ulster. Unfortunately, you do have 7,000 troops all on your own anyway. So, I am pretty much at a complete loss for what we are going to do, but for now, we are honestly just going to wait here. And honestly, there's nothing we can do. We're losing money. Let's see. Can we increase control anywhere? Yes, we're already doing that. We have no available spouse because our spouse is in prison and we cannot ransom him out. Okay, so give him a carpet. Nope, suspect something is off. I probably should stop doing that because most people do tend to be aware that something is amiss. So level of splendor is increased. But what honestly can we do to get more money? I don't think we can. And like, there's nothing we can do about gathering money. We are paying a lot basically for our unraised men-at-arms. So yeah, unraised maintenance, 1.6 gold a month. So that is where most of ours are coming from. So if we destroy those, no, we'll actually keep the onagers and destroy these. So we're gaining 1 gold a month. But this is going to, well, take us 10 years to get out of debt. So honestly, all we can do is just kind of wait and hope. Petition liege or pay homage. So we cannot basically do anything, so that is a non-issue. And we can pay homage. So just demonstrate submission or hail the queen. We have gained a level of stress. So we can indulge in drink. Let's do that. So yes, this is very unfortunate. This is going to be interesting if this is where we unfortunately end up. So make a sculpture. Yeah, go on. It's not exactly like we can get even more into debt, is it? Not even like we can get more into debt. So what were we doing on this one then? Flexible truces. Let's go for that. And bump up the speed once again because we are a vassal, and honestly sometimes vassalage there is nothing that really goes on. So we've unlocked Squire Traditions. Let me go and have a look at that one. So where is... Oh, right, that's on the, yeah, I can see it now. That's on the actual dynasty tree. So that is the third. That's the wrong button. That's the wrong button. Open the legacy. So we've basically gone for warfare. So generational belligerence, pursuit up, retreat losses down, and casus belli cost down, and squire traditions, monthly martial lifestyle experience plus 10%. Dynasty members less likely to die or get wounded in battle and have a higher chance of gaining prowess serving as knights. Well, that's, I suppose, decent enough. Okay, that is betrothal between our nephew and someone who has... Okay. So our husband is finally out of prison, and then maybe we can... You really do not have much stewardship at all, do you? Okay, let's just say leave that to the expert because there's a 50-50 shot of it being better, but 50-50 of it being worse. And here we go, we have a masterwork furniture statue. So an elegant statue of Princess Maud, painted and excellently carved. Duchess is famous for her unparalleled skill in battle. The ash of the sculpture is excellently worked, that is nice. So we have a new cult artifact, but we can't use it. Mental break. Yep, let's just take another drink, so that will reduce our stress once more. And that is thankfully still 25% chance. And yep, we're still fourth in line to inherit. Let's just take a quick look. Okay, it looks like she unfortunately lost the baby, so she's no longer pregnant. Well, that's one fewer person we have to manage. And a new chancellor. So let's actually see. So our nephew would be a good chancellor, and our steward would be better replaced by Lord Rydog of Furlix. So let's do that. Yes, 13 months left on control, and we have gotten up 0.1 gold more. Yeah. Hardly brilliant, hardly spectacular. And a friend has died, so we are now overstressed again. We can't even really do anything about that. Petition Liege will get us 80 stress, which is another horrific amount. So this is our, well, one of our sons. And a new diplomacy one. There we go. So can propose one alliance without marriage. So yeah, differences in your military strength. Well, I tried. Let's see. Propose alliance. Oh, okay, you're at war. That wouldn't really work. Propose alliance. No, because we have such a minuscule military force. So what is this? Okay, so this is someone's claim for the Kingdom of Wessex. And this is yours. Okay, it doesn't look like we have any relation to you. Let me just see. So claimants on this. Do I recognise any of you? Are any of you in my dynasty? Yes. There are some unpressed claims. But once again, unfortunately, we cannot really do anything about it. Okay, so I think we'll just continue going on this route and just see what happens, because we do have options to try and murder people, but I say that the scheme has just been discovered. So we unfortunately need to cancel that. We won't be able to start another one for 10 years, but let's just see. 20% chance on you. Let's do it. Let's go for it. Let's just see. No one actually hates you. So no, we'll just say we'll get a nice plush and exotic carpet instead. Claims against our territory. Okay, so somehow, once again, we have a character coming to us from prison. So 77% chance, loses 30 opinion, 22% chance she managed to convince him. So, or we can just say, tell me about the castle, which honestly we should know about, seeing as we did reside in that previously. Okay, unfortunately, your health is good. Ours is average. Team has been discovered, as I thought as much. So we'll abandon that one and try and go for you. And let's see if this one progresses anymore. Okay, yep. Basically we are gaining stress because all of our relatives seem to just be dying left, right and centre, which is obviously not doing good for our health, and we've lost a level of fame. Okay, so this is another child. Negotiate alliances with Savoy. You actually have 550 troops and about 1,000. Unfortunately, we will gain stress because we are shy. This is why it's kind of not really going my way. But anyway, let's negotiate alliance. Oh wait, defensive negotiations perk, right. Okay, let's negotiate an alliance with you, and you are wounded. Hopefully that will dissolve away in a short while. And one of our councillors... Oh, no, apparently... okay, that must have been our bishop, especially seeing as it said we are now approved by our archbishop. Okay, and a friend reduces a little bit of stress for us. New diplomacy perk, embassies. So what's the next one? Accomplished forger. Fabricate claim on county speed plus 75%. And buy artifact claim interaction. If we can manage to go down here for diplomat. Independent ruler opinion and personal scheme power plus 25%. We no longer have a court position. Is there anyone we can put in? Nope. So we need to pay a bit more money. So what do we have? 8, but plus level 3 position. Yes, we'll go for you. And yes, unfortunately, this is probably how it's going to be for today. Not much of anything going on. Okay, so someone's died, but we've lost a tiny bit of stress because he was our rival. And we've not yet had a pop-up about this murder scheme, so maybe... okay, 65% chance. Go on. Great. So we'll just find secrets against our husband. Independence faction. Ooh. I don't think I was quick enough to do that. I don't think I was quick enough to actually get in on that, unfortunately. So factions against our liege, independence. Let's join that, and we are now the leader. Oh dear. Okay, so someone randomly has a lover, scandalous priest. We'll just condemn him for his transactions. I'm not really that interested in reading it. Okay, and we are... So yeah, we were at 95% military power. But unfortunately, this isn't... Actually, you know what we can do? Create a claimant faction. Okay, there we go. So we'll see if we can do that. Add members. Cannot be forced to join, unfortunately. But we do have accomplished forger. Let's unlock that one. And what is this? Northern Army Conquest of the Duchy of York. So this could potentially weaken our liege. You have about 2,500 troops. And they have... Ooh, almost 5,000, so basically about double what our liege has. This could work in our favour, but I'm not going to, Oh, and we have another war. Artifact claim war. Well, I am glad to not be on the receiving end of any of this for once. I'm glad not to be on the receiving end of all of this for once. So this still has 90% chance. Oh, and we can actually invite someone. Oh. Use a hook. And how much would you? 26%. Oh, goodness. Yes, we'll have to do that. It's going to toss us right on the edge. And actually, we can borrow gold from a holy order. 300 gold. Oh, wait. No, that is a loan rather than just being given to it with no conditions. And there we go, we've been overwhelmed by stress. So the more I study with the noble art of statecraft, the more I realise how beneficial good relations with my neighbours are. Who should I invite? So from the Isle of Man, Galloway, Suffolk. So what would this give us? Opinion and a diplomacy perk. Okay, this is basically 3 levels of things. So I'll say the Duke of Man. Let's just see what happens here. So 60-40. Yeah, let's try that one. Feels right at home. An odd request. Allow it but secretly listen in. Oh, we'll try that. Okay, and we'll say that obviously okay, a fine dancer. Well, he is arrogant and fickle, and he has 5 learning, so I don't think the church. Yep, there we go. Ah, there we go. So, me and my most handsome husband, I promise to forward his compliments. So he thinks he's played me, but I know what he did. So we gain 1 diplomacy lifestyle perk, which is the diplomat one. Which, let me just hover over that again. Gives us +3 diplomacy, +20 independent ruler opinion, and +25 personal scheme power. So do we want family hierarch? No, I think we are going to go onto the intrigue focus and try and get a few things bumped up there. So that has gone up to 48%. A 48% chance of murder. And basically, if we can weaken our territory, so 70-30% chance. A bird. Yep. The gift reaches her. So how much military power do we have? 15%, unfortunately. And yet, no one can be forced to join. Yeah, it does honestly think that our best option is more just to murder through the entire thing, or her entire branch of the family, and then just try and work our way through, more or less. You are the Count of Berry, our grandson. Yes, let's do an alliance. That gives us another 1,000 people. Continue on. So, intrigue challenge and renewed jihad. So Muslim faiths now have access to jihads, which shouldn't affect us too much. Okay. Let's see, 6633. Yep, let's try that. We gain more vigilant for 5 years, which is nice, and 25 intrigue. Oh, okay, that was a huge amount of stress loss. That's good. Because unfortunately, we're 55 years old. And here we go. Let's see, 59% chance he is killed. Yes! Yes! So he is dead. He is dead. So unfortunately you have managed to get out another kid in the meantime. So let's actually just see, where are we in the line of succession? Fourth in line, and let's ask our head of faith for gold. He's going to only be 100, but that 100 is like about 4-ish years. That is about 4-ish years of things. So died under suspicious circumstances. Oh dear. So can we murder you? 13% chance. And let's see. We cannot invite anyone. When can we next murder you? 1104, so 4 years. Oh, and let me just have a quick look. Hello there, Toxicate. How are things coming along? Well, we are, thankfully, our liege, our sister, is in 2 wars that she is losing badly. Thankfully, it's not us for once. So, their military strength, her military strength is inferior to ours. So let me see, against our liege. So unfortunately, we are too weak to send an ultimatum, but we do have a faction to reinstall us on the Welsh throne. We have a couple of alliances. So as we can see of Berry, which is down here in Aquitaine. We have another one in Aquitaine. We have Somerset, which is our son. And we have Cambrai, which is over here. And we are trying to murder our way through our sister's family. Hi there, Mr. Hun. Are we the ruler of Ireland? Unfortunately not. We are right here in Paris as a duchess owning 1 county. And we have 1 vassal. So I'd like to be the ruler of Ireland, but unfortunately we are not. I was trying to see if we could actually get an alliance with Ireland, but considering their military strength, yeah, they won't accept because there is a huge difference. Toxic, yes, I am wishing I had the stable realm. You can see what chaos Wales and northern England has become. So we get a tiny bit of money. So thankfully I did figure out that most of the reason we were absolutely draining our money was because of the men-at-arms we had. So I basically disbanded all of them except the onagers we have, and that's actually gaining us money, so we may be in a bit more of a stable situation than before. Okay, so let me see, what is this option? 50 lifestyle experience. Henlon gains encouraged improvements. Mr. Hearn, surprised by the fact someone else is playing at speed 5, all the other speeds come too slow. Yeah, honestly, part of the reason of that is because of our situation. Because we just basically have nothing to do. I do tend to flick between speed 3 and speed 5 depending on, you know, what's just going on. Toxicite, sweet Jesus, I didn't even realise you're gold. I'll tell you something worse. When we started this, we were almost... Oh, I think we've gained about 100 gold since I started. I think we've gained about 100 gold. Okay. So many months have passed since we've had a feast. So fulfilled within 10 years, or... I think we're going to have to unfortunately take that. So yes, we are trying to... Okay, that's not a surprise. I mean, we're trying to kill her, she's trying to kill us. It's kind of expected, I would say. The Force Fiend, yeah, like we don't already really dislike each other anyway. Okay, so what is this war? Another artifact claim war. It would be nice to actually see what artifacts they are wanting. Okay, they are wanting Excalibur. Quote unquote Excalibur. And this one is... Okay, this is actually... Okay, someone wants the scriptures. Queen looking like she can crush you in her abs and call you peaches, goodness. Yeah, she does have the giant trait. So she is comely, robust, genius, pure-blooded and a giant. However, she is also incestuous. Probably because I married her to a, No, I didn't actually marry her to a close dynasty member. Like, they've got the same coat of arms in, like, there and the top right corner. But yeah, we are trying to... Which one are we trying to murder again? Which kid? Oh yeah, we're trying to murder his wife. And we can't actually murder anyone else until 1104, really. And we are missing a marshal. Let's assign you in. But yeah, I'm very much hoping that we'll be able to get a few of these murder plots off. Oh dear. We have been imprisoned by Duke Rodri. That's not good. An artifact has been damaged. So I think we may be trading off a few different archbishops. But as we can see here, for once, we have a load of wars going on and it is not our problem. We could just sit here, nice and peacefully. Artifact claim war. We would lose 150. Okay, we're now included in this. Oh my goodness, is that a different one? Oh my goodness, oh jeez. Okay, so... Okay, I don't really care about that. That is just Wessex losing an absolute ton of stuff. Okay, so Liege lost their war with Jarl Bercy. A new intrigue. So truth is relative. Yes, because we don't want the seducer or torturer options. And decision available, escape from prison. So depends on prowess and traits. Well, our prowess is 9. So what are our plans for the weekend other than murdering family members? I presume you kind of mean generally outside of that. Well, hopefully getting a new hard drive for my NAS, my network attached system, because all the recordings I do for streams, it takes up about 75 gigs of space on the raw files. So we're getting a new hard drive in that will probably work keep us from having to upgrade the whole system for about another 6 months. Just about. Okay, no, I don't think we'll try and escape from prison. Yeah, because, it's a bit misleading because obviously the people watching this, I broadcast it to stream at 960p, but I'm actually recording it at 1440p. So that's, I think about a 60% increase in size for the stream versus the recordings. Mr. Hearn, what we will do in prison, for the moment I think we will wait because we can't afford to ransom ourselves out and just see how things are going. So speaking of that, yes, we actually probably would want to try and escape because our sister has an inferior option. Okay, and so we've gained the trait wounded, but it looks like we're still imprisoned? Interesting. Because that looked like it would have been the end of it. Okay, and we'll ask our head of faith for another 100 gold. Try and reduce the amount we are in debt. Oh. Against the tyranny war. Well, we'll accept that. I have no idea where that's going. Yeah, we can't ransom ourselves. For a favour, we'll not accept. He wants 100 gold. We don't have that. Oh, we could use a hook. We don't have that either. This is indeed going to be a bit of a tricky situation. So unfortunately, despite all of the work that we put in the previous streams to actually get all of this territory for Wales, it has unfortunately just completely begun to disintegrate. We lost obviously spots of Mercia, we gained and then lost East Anglia, and they're starting to take up different bits of territory. Jorvik Viking adventurers have taken over York, and we are being asked to join all of these wars, unfortunately, which we can't really do anything. Hey, Mr. Hun, yeah, no problem. Thank you for popping in. Hope you have a good time. Thank you very much for the follow as well. Yeah, so what's going up in Scotland? Yep, thank you very much, and hopefully I'll see you in another stream. So this is a tyranny war, and it looks like the king is winning that, so there are a few worries on that. And yeah, honestly, I think even if we had chosen to swap over and play as our sister, we still would have gotten absolutely smashed against all of these wars anyway, so nothing too much we can really do. Aye, and can we try and escape from prison again? Nope, 1107. Aye. Play the waiting game again. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, see you around. Hey. So, I may have been a bit preemptive in saying that this was going to obviously be the, Okay. So, one of the mods installed for a personal playthrough has obviously managed to sneak into this anyway, because we can actually... This one says, Royal Court, we cannot do anything, but... Oh wait, no, never mind, ignore me. This is working as it intended, because that is a petition our liege thing. That is a petition our liege thing. And more drink. More drink. Actually, I'll say notify me when this decision becomes available. And we've been appointed Queen Livia's court jester. So this time we'll actually be able to potentially see some of the options that we have as a court position. Intriguing prospect. So this is... Ooh... 27 intrigue. Yes, please. Can I not? Okay, I need to apparently give you a title or something because I cannot recruit you to court because I do not have the money once again. And we have died. Drank ourselves to death, which honestly probably being in prison didn't help us much with that. So what do we have? Petition liege. Oh, okay, we're back in the black. We actually have gold. I think my game's bugged out a little bit. Because he is 42 years old. He should not still have the bossy trait. Okay, so anyway, we are taking stock. We need to restock our council. So who is the best option? So we have a powerful vassal who only has one skill point lower than everyone else. We need to choose a lifestyle. We will choose martial because that's where we were previously. Let's go for chivalry focus. So we do have the overseer perk and we are going down the strategist option, which is good for me. So what are our options? So apparently we have a necklace. Randomly we have low control in the other county or in our controlled central area. Maybe they are just forever bossy. That could be true, but I still think you're not necessarily supposed to have it. Okay, so let's have a look. What do we have? We have a Warwick sword. So this is just a level 1 trait, prowess and advantage in planes, an agate's Latin necklace, prestige and attraction opinion, an excellent crown, Welsh Anglo-Saxon regalia, and a pressed orchid. So I think what we want to do is repair this one. Okay, we need an antiquarian first. Well, you are average. Let's appoint you. And let's repair this at least a little bit. Nope. We need 150 gold. So we could reforge it, but no, we don't really have a court to put that in. So we're going to have to remember that. Okay, so do we still have... Yes, we have an unpressed claim on the Kingdom of Wales. We are unfortunately off the line of succession. So what are we like? So we are temperate, content, arrogant. So content, if we are going down the route of naturally being, you know, who we are. So vengeful, if we were to play as our son, that could be an option, but whether that would happen is another matter. So we are the Duke of Powys, and it does look like, yes, the little bit of land we have in Somerset has been drawn into the Kingdom of Wales. So let's have a look at our options. So intrigue, we do not know anything about that. Against our liege, create claimant faction. Let's do that. We have 38%. No one can be forced to join. And let's just check our military. Okay, so we do have some... Let's actually destroy you because I just want to unify it all. We can increase size to 2 there. And then we have light horsemen and armoured footmen. What are the other options we have? Oh my goodness, armoured horsemen, 200 gold. 200 gold, but oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that. 100 base damage, 35 toughness, 20 pursuit. Now, bearing in mind, Huskarls are 41 damage, 26 toughness, and 24 screening. So we pretty much want to make sure we have Huskarls and Armoured Horsemen as our main options. Wow, yes, okay. Okay. So, Onagers, 0.2 a day. Mangonels, 0.4 a day, up to fort level 10, up to fort level 5. So I think we're okay with onagers for the moment. Toxicite, flat damage, just never be in anything that has hills or mountains or sand. And hills, mountains, desert mountains, wetlands, and doesn't do too well in winter. But plains and drylands, I mean, we've got plenty of plains around here. So long as we are actually sensible about where we attack, because, okay, so hills, forest. So forest, they are neutral. But we do have a decent amount of plains. And then, of course, if we manage to, let's see, Huskarls are Tegia and forest and great in winter. And then where would the other ones be better off? Obviously, we want our bowmen. Have we actually lost our longbowmen options? Have we lost our longbowmen? Yes, because we are Anglo-Saxon, not Welsh Anglo-Saxon. Right, that would be why we've lost those. Right, okay, that's another disappointment. So I can't seem to immediately see an option to adopt the, like, Welsh Anglo-Saxon one. Oh. I can't seem to find a way to actually get this one because we need those longbowmen. Ugh. Wait a minute, how can we actually get back into that? Okay, increased control, and this is a random... Yep, so we'll accept you in and make you a knight. Won that war. Okay, so what does Bath give us? It's actually been built up pretty decently, all things considered. And you have about, okay, 3,200 troops. Yeah, so that's probably about your maximum. So let me just see, what claims and such do we have just on the Kingdom of Wales? So all of my attempts to try and snipe off little bits and such look like they have failed. So Mercia military strength is superior. East Anglia superior. Jorvik is superior. So why do I get the feeling? No, you have not allied yourselves with East Anglia, but you have allied... No, you've all got different allies. And then, of course, Wessex. Military strength is similar, so we could potentially try and claim something. Let's go and see. Claim on duchy. Okay, let me see monthly progress. Yeah, let's go for Devon and see if we can actually snipe off the Duchy of Cornwall. So anyway, we are 43 years old, and let's just actually see our children and grandchildren. So this has gone down a very disappointing route. So this one does have pure-blooded, so does he, she does not. So unfortunately, she is spindly. I don't know why you two Yeah, okay, yeah, I definitely think my game is glitched. Can I... Because this is saying arranged marriage, no one is available. Oops, that was the wrong person. Is this because you're in a different court? I think it may be. Oh, no, wait. Ignore me, I'm looking at myself. Ignore me. This is what I was trying to do. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't quite know why that's saying that. Maybe it's a good thing we're actually wrapping this up this week because it looks like the game is just going to glitch out. So we'll sell off that horse because I'm not overly interested in trying to actually get anything. So could we request a claim? Yes. If the Pope were to get a tiny, tiny bit better opinion of us. And what is this? A ransom? No, we'll decline that. Pay homage. Just to keep her happy. And okay, we've got 130% plot power. So, do we meet the assault head on? Or we'll withdraw for a moment? Yes, let's do that. So we have 2 members here. So, ooh. You have actually joined in on with it as well. So, military. Let me just see mercenaries. So we could get some light footmen if we were to save up a tiny bit more money. 814 troops. So let me just calculate. So 1,700, so that's about 3,200. So if we saved up for this, we may actually be able to draw this back. Proposal. No, because that would mean you have our son under your command. So what do we want? I think we'll go for this one. Parthian however you pronounce it. And let's just see. Do you have any educational traits? Administrator, architect. Okay, so it looks like you are going down the stewardship route, so that means fingers crossed. The main focus. Okay. Yep. You are not going down the military focus, so that hopefully means that we would have a slight advantage on that. Okay, military control has been increased, so let's do that for the next one. That will take just 3 months. This is our aunt. Fine. May your journey be swift and safe. And this is another ransom. Fine, things you're going to keep sending it to me. Petition liege. Ask our head of faith for gold. Yep, we will get that and that will help us. And there we go. Money! So against our liege, let's just make sure. So cannot be forced to join. Okay, so I think I'm going to click the press demands option, raise our troops, and then as we've got an ad break coming up, not necessarily for people who are subscribed, but I'll take a quick break, get a drink, and we'll fight when the ad break is over. So here we go, press demands. The faction to install Duke Ellis of Paris on the Welsh throne will send an ultimatum. If she accepts, all the faction's demands will be fulfilled. There we go. War it is. So raise our troops. military, mercenaries. Okay, so I guess we go light horsemen then. Yep, let's go for the Company of Britons. Actually, no. 18, 11, 9, 15, 24. So, Forest Fighter and Forder. Yep, we'll go for you. So, add break, and I will be back momentarily with a drink and some refreshments. Okay, I'm back with a few snacks and a drink. So yes, we are indeed at war. Let's see if this does anything. And unlike before, we are going to actively try and go for a complete win rather than just a white piece. Right, so wartime, speed thing, or reduce the speed just to make sure. Okay, there we go, 3,200 troops. And make sure, just merge all of them together and head over. So there we go. Eldom, no, we don't want the Eldom. We are wanting... Okay, we do have a slight advantage, so they have a couple of longbowmen, which are being countered by the light horsemen. But they are fighting in bad terrain, which is why they are neutral, but we have still managed to pull out a victory on that nevertheless. So we can start sieging down the territory. We already have done that. And we've got 1,000 troops coming in to help reinforce. And they look like they are going... Okay, they are going into our territory, and hopefully, yep, they are going to move out and go and siege down some enemy territories. So a bit of stress reduction randomly. And unfortunately our liege has gone over to Somerset. Now, are you going to stay and try and siege that down, or are you going to move out? It looks like you are going to move out, so we are going to keep fighting with the sword. We're not going to change anything. Okay, yep, they are moving back out. So let's have a look at this. So fort level 5, okay, right. So we are just on the cusp of being able to use our onagers for this. And oh my goodness, apparently we are already at full plus 50% from battles. Wow. And that is the maximum we can go, so we just need to go around and siege down places. And we have over double the amount of troops that our liege has. Okay, so this is a duel. I'd rather not, because we are trying to be focused on war. So do we actually stay? I think yes, we will stay and siege down all of these territories as much as we can. And they are sieging down our allies' territory. Okay, I don't quite know. Are you in a different war, maybe? Yes, you are. Defending against Jarl Bercy of Jorvik in an earldom for claim for Lindsay. Okay. So hopefully they'll actually be able to come around in a moment and help us out, because that is at 100%. Not that we overly need the help for the moment, as we do have the mercenaries that are majorly helping us out. But still, it's always nice to have a few extra military people on your side. So 77% from controlling that. And then let's come down here and siege our third territory. Okay, there they go. They're coming down and they are sieging another territory for us. Thank you very much. And of course, as we have Morganuk, maybe? Completely sieged. We will need to come back down when we finished our siege and try and take that territory back, and also fight in another battle, because we are down to plus 54%. But this is good. This is a lot better than I was anticipating we were going to be. We have actually discovered hereditary rule, so I am going to take a moment over here to have a look at that. So hereditary rule can enact the partition law known to the Anglo-Saxons. So yeah, we are a little bit odd because we were Welsh Anglo-Saxon, but now we are not, so we're kind of discovering some of these things that we had previously. Okay. Go straight through and fight them. Reinforcements coming up. 4,000 versus about 1,200. Absolutely no challenge. And we took Queen Livia's son and heir hostage. There we go, so be it. The claimant takes control of the disputed territory, and we have won. So we are also at war. Mercian de jure war for the earldom of Staffordshire. So we actually have a lot more troops, and because, once again, we have all those mercenaries, let's just go and fight. So Duchess Nesta has gained a favour hook on us, because she obviously helped us win back the throne. Toxicite, yep, no worries. I'll see you later then. Okay, this may be a bit iffier than I was anticipating. Yeah, because they have some light footmen which are countering all of our troops. So what happens? White piece. We keep... okay. So for the earldom of Staffordshire. So that is... let me just have a look. Okay, this one up here. So that wouldn't be too bad if we did happen to lose, but let's see. We should be able to call in. Yep, so we can ransom you. 50 gold. We don't want to declare war on you just yet. So, Shropshire, 1,000 Okay, can't be called in. Very 900. Yep, we'll call you in. 281. No, we won't worry about that. And Lancashire 500. Yeah, let's call you lot in. Okay, so you have a claim on the petty kingdom of East Anglia. And you obviously have a couple of children as well, so that could be good to get that back under our control. That could be good. I just need to keep an eye on you, so we'll pin you. And of course we have had so many things that we probably need to... yeah, we've had some people pinned there for so long that they've all kind of died off. So we are minus 10% unfortunately because of that battle. 5,600. Right, that would be why. So there we go. Serve me well. And I know you obviously have a weak hook on us because we naturally were the ones that you helped. So living off the land, organised march. Let's go for that one. And I think we'll just wait for our troops to reinforce and people to come back. Allies to help, and I'll take a quick drink. So where could we go as the best option? I think we'll probably come over here. Oh, okay, we actually lost a I think we lost our mercenaries. Okay, no, it says we still have them. 592 soldiers. Yep, we can split off hired soldiers and special soldiers there. So we do still have them. It's just they took probably quite a beating. So I think we will read the newer tome on this. So that gives us 4,000 troops if they all were to gather together. Come on, please. No, don't run away. Thank you, that's better. So nope, this is unfortunately not. So I think just for serenity's sake, we'll just surrender and we'll lose that bit of territory, but we will be back to hopefully grab it, maybe before the end of the stream again. So who's the best one? Princess Livia. We can't imprison you, unfortunately. And obviously we can't revoke titles because we don't have limited crown authority. Well, let's change that. So revoke title. An act of tyranny, unfortunately. Unfortunately an act of tyranny. So trying to buy happiness, where orchard, legendary party aftermath, wow. So, okay, fine, you can be our chancellor. Is there anyone else? So our marshal isn't, or doesn't consider himself powerful, so we could swap him out. Or Duke Cuthbert. And once again we'll increase control in our various little territories. So artifacts have low durability. And we can ransom you for 33 gold, so we will do that. We probably want to... okay, we can't dismiss you, so you will just... looks like you will just take your leave when we are done. Yeah, minus 1 gold a month. Okay, yeah, we'll just allow that to trickle in. That should be, yep. So demand artifact. You want the necklace? Fine. I'm not exactly going to argue because this is, so we kind of basically gained one territory, lost one territory, so we're net neutral. We have our army raised. That would be why we are losing money. Okay, so this is our son and heir has taken an interest in diplomacy, yes. Okay. Fine, as long as you know what you are doing. Diplomacy already increased by 2. Nice, nice, nice. And yeah, another disputed heritage. And of course, why is this branch of the family getting, well, I say that. It's actually honestly only him that's gotten a good one. Let's see, is there anyone decent we could betroth you to? Yep, let's betroth you too. Ransom someone out and look at that, we are gaining 4 gold a month. That is almost 50 gold a year. Fantastic. And you are using your hook to change your vassal obligations to guaranteed council rights. Okay, fine. Let's actually swap you around because you are a much better steward than anything else. And let's see. $11 for Chancellor. Yeah, that should be fine because we are not really needing too much on that. 20 Spy Master who kind of likes us. A nice bit of stress loss, but yeah, 26 there. That gets us another 0.3 gold a month. Hello there, I am not a bot. Thank you for the follow. Hope you enjoy the stream. Okay, so you do have a granddaughter that we could potentially betroth you off to. There'd be a grandson, most likely. You do have 1 intelligent trait. We could do that. Let's see if that will give us any kind of allies or alliance. Yes, negotiate alliance. Yes, he will accept. Okay, so this is another one going for tax exemption. We are allied with Ireland. Okay, we are allied with Ireland. So... he's an earldom. No. Hmm. Now this is going to be slightly... we have a war banner. I think that is just a generic one. And let's see, so we have 2 domain holdings. So this one is the one that is giving us most of our gold. And you obviously have the Kingdom of East Anglia. You have about 2,000, 4,000 troops from the looks of it. And then obviously we have about 3,000. And then obviously a ton of ally strength. I think we will manage that on our own. At least in a little bit. So mangonels. Let's get one of those in. And then try and see if we can save up some of those armoured horsemen, because those look fantastic. Apparently we have a lot of things going on in our court. Okay. So, this random person has been... ooh, wow, brutally mauled. Ow. So we can say force the man, yeah, force him to seek the position. 100 diplomacy. Royal lapse. So 20 stress, lose 18 court grandeur. We'll do that one. Unfortunately, 18 court grandeur loss is going to be quite immense. So unfortunately this is our dynasty tapestry and we can't overly afford to actually repair it yet. But what we'll do is we'll put the statue there and the goblet. So we have a couple of things on display. And then how does that do to our... baseline is 12. Okay. Which is not great from the looks of it, unfortunately. But I think we'll worry about that some other time. We'll destroy our onagers men-at-arms because the mangonels are going to be a lot better. And yeah, a round of claims. Lies and more lies indeed. So why are we not the head of the dynasty anymore? Oh yeah, house head. Fine, but we are not the dynasty head. For whatever reason. So, yeah, I have no idea why that's being a bit strange like that. Okay, who is this at war with? Okay, just a generic tyranny war from the looks of it. New martial perk. Hit and run. Envelopment. Living off the land. We'll go for envelopment at least for now. Ah, hello, I'm not a bot. Those are some cute emotes there. Very cute little emotes. How are you doing today? While I have a look at all of this and try and figure out what on earth we're going to be doing in our last episode to wrap things up. So I'm actually wondering... Okay, so it doesn't look like I can declare vassalage of them. At least not yet. Our daughter has come of age. She needs to find a spouse. Oh, how come you're dying? Hopefully you mean that you're just generally ill rather than, you know, actually physically dying, but... Hey, you do have the pure-blooded trait, so let's send you two over to get married. You are just generally okay. You have a hunchback, which is not great. Out. Yeah, you... Yeah, definitely not great. And you are betrothed to, yes, the granddaughter of the King of Ireland. And there we go. Yes, all of Cornwall will indeed be mine. We will be able to grab that in a short while, hopefully. Well, once we get the money back anyway. And thankfully that will only be about a couple of years. And what is our military strength compared to you? So we would need to get Ireland involved in this. Oh, I've just seen that they've actually... Yeah, looks like they've taken back the territory that was independent. And apparently this is one of our friends, actually, the King of Wessex. So Saxon elected. Ah, that actually reminds me, we probably need to look at our prisoners. Yeah, you basically don't have anything, so we'll just let you be. So what would this give us? A shiny scale armor, but we would gain 40 stress. No, we won't accept that. There we go. There we go. Finally. Finally. Yeah, so we are finally the dynasty head once more. Okay, so apparently it looks like Wessex has allied themselves to someone once more. Essex, France. Okay, that would be why. So yours is about 12,000 from the looks of it. And ours is about the same. So if we saved up a bit more money, we should be able to get some mercenaries once more. / reinforce our men-at-arms regiments. Okay, good, good, good. A granddaughter who's actually got some decent genetic traits. Let's see who we can get you betrothed to. There's someone right there. Absolutely perfect. Ireland is not in a war, but my goodness, they have over 4,000 gold. Wow. I am envious of that. I am so envious of that. So mega envious. You cannot believe it. Yeah, unfortunately we can't take this back because you are, despite being Norse, you are Catholic. Okay, there is a decision to go back to Welsh Anglo-Saxon culture. I thought there might be. So this is an act of tyranny to evoke all those titles. But let's do so. There we go. So diplomacy. So we can't disinherit her. Because they must obviously be part of our realm. But hopefully, because she is now just a generic wanderer, it means she should not have any options. And that has also given us 5 holdings from the 2 we had. And we can actually put in someone, a strong vassal against us. And look at that, 7.8 gold. Yeah, maybe I was a bit too harsh to think that this was over. Maybe I was a bit too harsh to declare this over. Because 8 gold a month is almost, yeah, 96. Well, 94.8 technically. But yeah, massive amounts. And while we're actually doing that, let's just have a look at the... Okay, so where they are is pretty much the capital. So we'll put a claim up there, and maybe we can get a claim on York. And I think going to war against Wessex for the Duchy of Cornwall will need to be planned at least a little bit, because they are allied in a war with the Kingdom of France. So I think pretty much as soon as this starts going massively one way or the other, we should be able to sweep in, because they're... Well, I was going to say that. We've been drawn into war ourselves. So what is this for? Aha! So they want a little bit of territory that once again is part of France. So let's go in and help them out. Thing is, it is going to be, well, naturally us against France in a future war with Ireland as one of our allies anyway. And we gain the trait Reckless. I was wondering what that sound was, but wall breach. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely getting you two betrothed. You have the pure-blooded trait. And there we go, our younger son has come of age. Couple of people dying. Let's see, who is the best one? Unfortunately, our powerful vassal, 79 years old, but you are not good at anything. Let's assign a couple of other people into positions instead. And hopefully this war up in Scotland will be over and done with pretty soon. The neighbouring ruler lost a war. I'm not 100% sure what that was for, but... Okay, so this looks like you just... Total history. Yep, installed by faction demand. So does Wessex still have an alliance with you? Yes, you do. Okay. But it looks like... Oh my goodness, look at that. 3 military. Nah, okay, our armies are raised, so unfortunately I can't go and do that. I could do, send them down here. Create a new rally point here. Declare war, and then we could just swarm through and attack them. Saying that, Cornwall has just looks like they've just started up an independence war. So, depending again. Okay, so they're now part of this war. Okay, right. And they are heading off to... I have no idea why you're going down there, but never mind. We will disband you. It will take up to 3 months to return home. No worries, we need to probably reinforce our... or recalculate our funds anyway. Artifacts have low durability. Ask our head of faith for gold. Yes. 250 prestige once again. We can declare war for you, or from you rather. So Lordship of Gwent, or the Duchy of Deherbeth, de Ure. Okay, so that's just the honestly the Duchy title. And there we go, we have got the money. Now, we need to probably wait for this war to finish before we can go down and attack Cornwall. So yeah, that is a good point. Let's just have a look at these. So yes, let's repair that. 150 gold. And repair that for 100 gold. The Warwick Sword, 2 prowess and advantage in planes +1. Yeah, I think we will not have that equipped just for the moment. Oh goodness, okay. And once again, I think we need to just bump speed. Okay. Yes, all of Jorvik will be mine, so this is going to put us into debt once again. But all of Jorvik under our control would be fantastic. Okay, so Oldham... no, it belongs to me. That is my capital. Thank you very much. You will kindly not set your sights on my capital building. So thankfully, because of just how much money we are getting in each year, despite the fact that we are in debt, we should be able to clear this out fairly quickly. Sappers, okay, yep. And then strategist gives us enemy fatal casualties +25% and cross rivers and straits without advantage penalties. Yes, indeed. So how old are we? We are 55 years old. Our health is okay. You know, nothing spectacular, nothing horrific, but we will manage it. Let's actually find you someone. So you're 15 years old with a level 2 intelligence and level 1 beauty. Yep, okay, let's do you two and see how that goes. Any lack of control, but we should be able to manage most of that. Control back up. Like so, and we're almost out of debt already. So this was quite an impactful event. And oh. That is ever so slightly aggravating. So you are sterile, so fertility minus 50%. But we do have someone here. Send that through and just let things go as they would. Betrothed to marry. Let's send that through. And this is once again just a random event where two courtiers are discussing things amongst themselves. And we are generically ill, so we'll just take the option to do no more than is necessary. And we will say excellent work. So, you, Claire War, Yaldom of Yorvik. And we have a rally point here, so we can raise everyone up and just head straight on over. Siege that down. They are heading up and around, but nah, look at how fast that siege is going. Okay, fine, we'll enter the royal court. And yes, we will take a cat. So yes, we will set our lodgings to... Was that middling? Okay, so we have modest food, last century fashion. So we could probably afford, actually, to do that all for 1 gold a month. So middling lodgings. Every courtier's room is well provided, so everyone has their own room with a modest amount of stuff. We have a modest amount of servants. We have adequate local cuisine, and we have standard fashion, so we are slightly ahead of the times, but not by too much. And there we go, we have lost the trait ill. We finished that siege, so let's go over here and start attacking the actual troops. Easy enough. Oh, claim on a petty kingdom. Then let's go and pet our cat. There we go. And we don't want to borrow gold from the Holy Order because that is a loan rather than anything else. Let's just bypass those. And we are at 87%, so we should be very, very soon. Okay, we would like to extend divine protection to one of your treasures. So this would now become blessed. Yes. 100%. Let's enforce demands. So be it. So that is now under our control, technically speaking. Revoke title. So, tyranny, and obviously he would not accept that. So do you consider yourself powerful? No, you do not. Okay. So disband all of these and let's have a look at that artifact. So this is now blessed. So faith hostility advantage +2 and controlled territory defender advantage +2. According to the traditional story, this item has been blessed by a holy man or woman, thus receiving divine protection. The wise do not mess with the supernatural, whether they believe in it or not. Okay, things are looking up. Things are indeed looking up. So, Yeah, so even with those new court amenities, we are still gaining 7.7 gold a month, and this is very much highlighting how good it is to actually have a good options and keeping as much of the land in your control as you can manage. So what do we want to go for? Family focus? No, not particularly. I think we'll go for theology focus actually, and get all of that piety back up as much as we can. Which actually reminds me, you are on assist ruler. There we go. We are actually back up to 8 gold a month now. And we have just discovered burrs. So do we actually gained mangonels as Anglo-Saxons, but then because we're now Welsh Anglo-Saxon, we've lost them. But because we created them, before that happened, we've still got them. That is amusing. That is amusing. But anyway, we are being exposed to royal prerogative, high crown authority, and absolute crown authority. And we are fascinated by manualism. Let's just see, so that would be 26 years, 15 years if we actually focus on it as well. Yes, we will indeed do that. Oh no, alliance with Ireland has expired. So who is the new king of Ireland? Our cousin. Okay. Unfortunately we can't negotiate an alliance. Okay, is a claimant. What? Wait. No, we're not a claimant. Okay, so anyway, so it would actually... Okay, so Alba and Meath. So, okay, so the kingdoms would split apart as they are currently. So unfortunately, that has damaged our things a little bit. Their military strength of Wessex is now superior to ours. East Anglia. Their military strength is similar. So Oldham of Lindsey for a de jure claim, or the Principality, which is another de jure claim. Yeah, Wessex does have Albany. So not France anymore. So who is... Ah, that tiny little one up there. Okay. Unfortunately, no, we do not have a Casus Belli on them. Lothian? Nope. None there either. So unfortunately, we gained an alliance with Ireland and now we've lost it. So there is a couple of children here, including you. The arranged marriage, so it would need to be with someone pretty important. Okay, let's have a look. So any of you that are somehow unmarried? Nope. So let's just see. Any of you? Nope. Nope. Nope, once again. Okay, yes, I think granddaughter betrothed to... Okay, so yeah, that is still that there, so that is a grandson or a granddaughter betrothed to our grandson, so it should. So Or does that actually need to be a marriage? I think it needs to be a marriage thing. Yeah, okay. So we might still be able to actually get that alliance back at some point. Ah yes, here we go. So this is a black cat with blue eyes. Okay, so the cat's eye colour is randomised. That is cute to know. Okay, so yep, show him in and serve me well. Court Grandeur level 3. And what languages do we know? Well, Brythonic, Anglic, and all Vulgar. So that is the French language. Character kills, so slain in battle for all 3 of those. So what can we potentially do with everything? So you absolutely hate us with a passion. Too many duchies. Okay, so which duchies do we own? So we own 3. So Principality, Paris, and Gwynedd. Yeah, we could actually give this to someone. So it would obviously be you, because grant titles. So we'd gain 60 opinion. He would remain our vassal, which is good to see. There we go. So that should have gotten rid of the too many duchies, and owns the Yore duchy as well. So he is now a proper higher level vassal of ours. And let's hold court and see what happens. So control can be restored without undue bloodshed. Yeah, let's do the curious idea. So there's a monster. So let's say I shall fell the beast myself. And because we have a high stewardship, so a village was hit by a blight, so we can establish a crop sharing system. There we go, so that is all quick and done. And let's see what happens to the, there we go, the monster. So we can say, face me, you foul beast. 66% chance we kill it, 5% chance we gain the nickname the Hunter, 33% chance we're wounded, 0% chance we die. Well, let's go for it. Monster killed, and we gain the trait Novice Hunter. So here we go. Ellis definitely answers the call of both the wild and the bow, so an increase in prowess and an increase in stress loss as well. So how are we doing against you? You are superior because you've got an allies once again. Okay, and you've just had another child. Let's see, arrange a marriage. It will not accept. Yeah, matrilineal marriage. My spy master did something, apparently. And this is the High King of Ireland. Okay, so we need to keep him on our side. Okay, so someone is bleeding out. Let's just say, hand me the tourniquet. And yes, he has joined our court. He is not that great in terms of prowess, but he is an organizer. So he would make an okay knight. Speaking of, let's have a look. So we want to, let's go from the top. So our son. No, we probably want to. You're actually our younger son, aren't you? Okay, yep, you can stay there. Our nephew has cancer. So this one we want to forbid, and we actually want to find you someone. So you are 28 years old. Let's see. And you. And we need to find you someone as well, because we want to keep those good traits flowing. And we want to forbid you from that. Our brother is fine, you've had a couple of kids anyway. Our nephew, we need a spouse. 31. We'll forbid you. Our half-brother has had some kids, that's fine. We want to forbid you. Our player, heir and son. Cousin. Probably need to find you someone as well. Okay, so just during the break I did a few alliance or marriages and such. Ooh. Okay, so a great granddaughter with some fantastic traits. So let's see if there is anyone who maybe. Let's try you. Ask head of faith for gold. Yep, 189. And we can actually go to war against Wessex. Even though it says their military strength is superior to us, this is saying and we can go to war against them. There's the earldom of Worcestershire and our claims on the Duchy of Cornwall. So their military strength is superior to ours. Here we go, and let's get, I click the right tab, let's get a new men-at-arms regiment. Let's get some armoured horsemen in. Let's get some armoured horsemen in. Okay, so this is Priscillianists. Don't think I've heard of this one. Okay, this is a dualism. Okay, so it's not a Catholic heresy. So we'll just say, what mockery is this of ours? Let's go for anatomical studies. And this is a holy crusade for Jerusalem. Yes, let's say my warriors will be ready to fight. And we want to appoint a beneficiary. We want to sort by age. Okay, so this is honestly all of our dynasty members. And let's go for... Let's go for, let's say, you. Select her. So this will launch in 13 months. So, relative military strength. We're not doing that well, unfortunately. And abolish this foolish endeavour. And let's just see how this is going. So yeah, we are obviously going to get absolutely thrashed in this war. Needless to say, Royal Court. So we will just say, okay, yeah, this is an artistic one, so we'll just say that his interests will still be encouraged. Perfect. So now we just need to marry you off to someone who is preferably not of our dynasty and just keep those traits going. So this is 4 months, and yeah, we are not really going to have much luck in the Crusades. We can probably go over and try and fight a tiny bit and get some prestige, wealth and money, and oh my goodness. Okay, okay, is this I have to put this to the side. Right. Quite a lot of places just started flashing up. So I think oh no, there we go, Shropshire. Okay, yeah, these are places that are participating in the crusade. Okay, the game did freeze for a moment and I thought, oh crap, this is gonna crash. But okay, so where is our nearest? We'll raise all here then, and then we will get them to embark. Combine them, and then we will indeed head over to Jerusalem. Okay, please chill out a bit, game. Thank you. Please chill out a bit. Thank you. Okay, claim on the Duchy of Strathclyde. So that is part of... yeah, part of what Ireland owns. Okay, another great-granddaughter who has almost perfect traits. Almost perfect. So it's just reinforce the beautiful trait. How are we doing? We are actually, because of our cat, we are in good health. So of course we need to just wait and see what is going to happen in the Crusades. There we go, there's ours. Unfortunately landed and immediately thrown into battle because we obviously went straight for Jerusalem. Oh dear. Our son has been murdered. So this was the giant. Did not have any children himself. We have been overwhelmed by stress. Needless to say. So faction has been disbanded. But of course, who on earth could have decided to kill our son? And of course, so we are a flagellant, so we are taking that as our option to deal with our stress. We have gained wounded, which I think is honestly reasonably appropriate considering what just happened. Is I feel like we are blaming ourselves for what happened and that we should have been better prepared for it all. So I have no idea where our armies have gone. I cannot see them. And that one, nope, doesn't bring up, select anything at all. And apparently you have become the new dynasty head. For some reason. Obviously, because we've lost a decent amount of troops in fighting in the Crusades. So I think basically, as bad as it sounds, we've shown up, tried to go to Jerusalem, failed. We have managed to get a decent amount of stuff, a contribution, but I don't think we're going to be successful in this. Okay, let's pet our cat. Ah, I find Shadow sleeping in my chambers, and I sit down beside him. I'm greeted by a quiet, confused chirp. However, as I start running my fingers through his black fur, he quickly starts purring in contentment. Aww. In itty bitty kitty activation noise. Itty bitty kitty activation noise. Yeah, okay, it looks like we honestly had just a complete stack wipe there. Ugh. So that overly wasn't good. Okay, and our health is apparently fine, so we did lose a tiny bit of health from being injured or wounded from the looks of it. Yeah, and who on earth is this? So you are someone's claim on the Duchy of Mercia. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, I think we may know how we are going to end this because, oh my goodness, Ireland just basically, yeah. Yeah, okay, I think we may just want to basically prostrate ourselves under Ireland and say we will become your vassal. Because, oh my goodness. Okay, wow. Okay, there is no way we are going to be able to take on Ireland to try and claim any other territories. Yeah, it's basically going to be Ireland's going to take over all of the British Isles, and we're just going to be here with our little independent areas, aren't we? So restraint, because that leads down to know thyself, and we want to make sure that we actually have some knowledge of when we are going to be dying. Ah. Okay, so they are a vassal of Ireland. Oh my lord, look at that. How much territory do you own? How much territory do you own? Oh lord. Okay, so de jure part of the Empire of Britannia. So we own 21 of the de jure counties. Oh goodness, oh. Right. So if Ireland comes a knocking against us, we'll just surrender. If Ireland comes a knocking, we just surrender. Okay, yeah, I think this is definitively going to be game over. This is definitively going to be game over. As soon as we become a vassal of Ireland, I think that's going to be it. I think that is going to be it. How is the Crusade actually doing? We're still first. Surprisingly, we are still in first place. 20% share of the war chest. Oof. Hello, Fanadict. This is, doing too well. Oh, but that is a cute little emote you've got there. That little curled up foxy. That is a cute little emote. But, yeah, so... it's not a bad time. It's just, well, I was very, very happy at the beginning of this stream because I thought things were going to actually go well, and, no. No, they are not. Let me just actually find someone to betroth this character to, and I will show you. Oh, hi, on top. No worries. So, yeah. Basically, Ireland owns almost enough counties to form the Empire of Britannia. Yeah. Basically, we own ourselves 21 of the Deore counties, and to form the Empire, you need 80. So, considering how much Ireland owns, honestly, if they take over East Anglia and Lothian, they're going to come knocking at our door, and they have almost 17,000 troops compared to our maximum of about 5,000. So if they come knocking at our door wanting to claim some territory, yeah, we're just going to roll over and be a vassal. We're just going to roll over and be a vassal, and that is going to be game over. Because I don't think there is going to be any way that we will be able to manage to break out of Ireland's grasp. And of course, the game has been glitching as well. For instance, we are 63 years old, but we still have a childhood trait, for whatever reason, which means that the lifestyle focus we couldn't get a bonus on. And apparently, not only has our teacher passed away, but she has also completely disappeared. So... okay, yeah, this is a childhood event. Like, with the death of this character, you are no longer being tutored. She's only 3 years older than us. Yeah, the game has been slightly glitching out. So we have a few things going on. We've got a crusade going on. We apparently still have we've still contributed enough that we are ranked first. So we are going to get 20% of the war chest, as you can see here. That is 1,200 piety, over 5,000 prestige, and almost 700 gold. So we're going to get a lot of stuff, potentially. It's just we're not really going to be able to do anything with it all. We had a bit of fun where we were part of... okay. Bohemia, right. Bohemia has managed to gain a tiny bit of Ireland. Good luck, because you have 2,100 troops, basically. So good luck with that. Ireland is just going to come back and sweep that up. So this honestly is just a waiting game for basically how long is it going to be before the crusade is either won or called off. Are we going to be getting a good amount of stuff from it? And how long is it going to be before Ireland decides that they want to vassalize us? There we go, defeat. But here we go, no titles change hands, the dividers divide piety 1. So be it, St. George has abandoned us. Okay, so that looks like that's only if we actually win the crusade that we get all of that stuff. Okay, so this is Nottinghamshire with an alliance. Sure, fine. We're not going to give our cat away. What is this? A ransom? Yes, fine. Honestly, this is just on speed 5 because this is not really going on. So a jester, yep, fine. Okay, so this is a barony. Not yet created. Yes, fine, you can have it. Oh my goodness, 250 gold. No, we can push it because we have a huge stewardship bonus compared to him. So we get 350 gold from that. And yeah, so this is our court position. Digging through corpses once again. So we have 500 gold, but basically nothing to do with it. So we need a new steward back. You are the best one. And our chancellor is not powerful, so we can replace you with one of our powerful vassals. That will slightly cheer people up. And Benedict, my history must be wrong because I don't remember Ireland invading. So yeah, I did say, honestly, I did say that I wanted to do an inversion where instead of England going through and taking over Wales, I wanted to do the inversion, which I mean has happened because Ireland has come through and taken over England instead of us. Oh my goodness. So I mean, my goal was to unite the British Isles under a non-English throne, which is gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So anyway, we want to light horsemen, armored footmen. Yes, so we want some huscarls, and we want some longbowmen. I was going to say, why can't we create that? Because do we want to get rid of 40, 26, and 5? Yeah, okay, so we'll get rid of these. The armoured footmen in exchange for the huscarls, and we'll get ourselves some longbowmen as well. So let's increase that to 2. Increase... no, not that one. That one to 2. So one funny thing was that we were Anglo-Saxon culture rather than the Welsh Anglo-Saxon we had. And so we did manage to change it all around, but it meant that Anglo-Saxon had already researched mangonels, so we created a men-at-arms regiment of those. Then we changed our culture to Welsh Anglo-Saxon, but Welsh Anglo-Saxon hasn't discovered mangonels. So we are in an interesting position where we have something we shouldn't actually have. Oh, and we're also trying to push forwards through to royal prerogative to get high and absolute crown authority. But once again, seeing as... oh, Ireland's actually in the middle of a war at the moment. So this is someone's claim for the Kingdom of Alba. So it could split apart. It could split apart, which would benefit us. Okay, so our steward... okay. So that is just telling us that someone... Albuquerque? I'm not quite sure what you're meaning by that. There, Fanadict. Okay, so this is a ransom. Yes, fine. Artifacts have low durability. Family members can get married. Learning perks. So let's go for, like I said, know thyself. Just so we are aware of when we are going to die. And I think it is, honestly, genuinely a year to the day. Fanadict. It's fine. Just a horrible joke. Okay. So, oh, this one is actually... okay, so this is slightly different. Previously, when I've had this, it was a chance to gain athletic and a guarantee to get journaler, whereas it's now the opposite way round. So I think it is actually, yes, dependent on the person that you're talking to. So we'll exercise together, gain the trait athletic, and that will give us a healthier stress outlet. So we'll compensate you. Fine, 70 gold. And yep, that is our wife. Has just died. So we need to find ourselves a new spouse, and hopefully one who's pretty decent all round. We actually don't want someone... So reset to defaults. We want infertile and high stewardship. And preferably a decent... let's actually go for intrigue and scroll through those instead. Yes, let's go for you. 50 years old, so you should hopefully be around for a decent while. And how is Ireland doing? Okay, 35%, and there's an independence war. Okay, so this could be interesting. Or it could create absolute chaos. It could create absolute chaos. So our court, what is this option? A royal lapse. So that is just, we're not paying enough attention. And this is a child, so a great-granddaughter, once again. But are inheritable, matrilineal, and by age. Okay, let's go for you. And yeah, oh my goodness, I really don't know what to do here. Because I mean, we can declare war. So we've got our claims on the Duchy of Cornwall, but their military strength is superior to ours, even with all of those wars going on. I think we do need to keep an eye on this independence war. Because who is this? Okay, so this is Brittany. Okay, so it's all of these kind of, I would say patchy areas, but you know, we could always come back and try and claim them again. Maybe? I don't know. Ugh. It has definitely been a roller coaster. Okay, that's just a random event to lose a bit of stress. Yeah, what did we need for technically the claim on Ireland? I think it was 1,000 piety and 2,000 gold. We could found a university, but we don't actually have all of the requirements. So yeah, level of devotion, devoted servant. The Pope has 80 opinion. Okay, 1,000 gold and 2,000 piety. But yeah. Okay, we gain the scriptures back again. And pet the cat. Pet the cat. So as soon as he spots me, he meows and saunters over. So very, very, very cute. Oh, okay, so the independence war is minus 96% for Ireland. Okay, so that means indeed all of these lands are going to split apart. And we have, for once, an inspired person. Legendary armor inspiration. Yes, 378 gold. Oh, but yes. But yes, we are going to have to do that. So the scriptures we can put over here. And this tapestry. Okay, apparently we still don't have an antiquarian. Or rather, we don't have an antiquarian yet again. Okay, we do have someone who's got a good aptitude, so yes, you will go into that place. Repair costs 38 gold. So we'll repair that when we get a bit more money in, which should be pretty soon. A magic fish. Okay, so we can say prepare one of them. Ritual must teach it to me. Aloof from the commoners, what does that give me? Yeah, +5 vassal opinion, so we'll go for that. A minus 100% on the independence war, there we go. So we now have all of these little territories independent. Put our family saying onto the armor, yes indeed we will. And Ireland, so a tyranny war, let's just quickly see. Nope, that all goes to the same person annoyingly. Okay, so that wouldn't help. But we do now have a couple of places we can potentially start claiming. Okay, Mercia. And yeah, just taking a moment to think because we're on an ad break for non-subscribers just so we can get things through a little bit. I was going to say, so who owns this? Because it's an interesting colour. The King of Aquitaine owns the Isle of Man. The Isle of Man? The Isle of Wight. Oh my goodness. That is fairly interesting. Let's actually have a look to see if anything else in the world has changed that much. I don't think so. Sardinia is actually mostly under Italian control once again. So Brittany has become independent as well. That is just a duchy title. Yep. So I think we are probably going to understand quite where this is going to finish because it is going to be I think we can probably extrapolate the historical events that will come from this, basically being we as Wales tried to take over England, but unfortunately Ireland was way too powerful, and even though there were fractures and independence wars, they were the ones that managed to overcome adversity and take over the British Isles. Okay, so what do we want to reinforce here? I think... I think, yes, you. Yes, let's just keep an eye on how this tyranny war is going, because unfortunately these are all Tanistry elective, or Saxon elective, and they are going all to the same person, which is you. And your spouse is someone I don't really know about. Okay, so what is this? 50% chance of a slightly higher quality. Okay, we'll try that. Yep, there we go. 33% chance of increased one. Okay, so you want the Warwick sword, which we'll just honestly say fine to. So let's have a look. What one do we want to unlock next? Noble match, bounteous loins, ominous reputation. Mostly fair language scholars. I think we'll continue going down the warfare route, so we will gain inherited tactics. Okay, another cadet branch has been created. So who did we have? I know it was one of you. Okay, apparently I can't find them. Okay, yeah, I cannot remember who we had betrothed / married off to the King of Ireland. Power of the Scriptures, so moderation because you are content and you are flattered. Oh, here we go. This is them, isn't it? Yes, it is. So this is the granddaughter. There we go. And let's see, does that mean we can negotiate an alliance? No. Okay, child, parent or sibling, married to a child, parent or sibling of you. Okay. But we do have basically Ireland in our dynasty. Somewhat speaking. And here we go. So we've got a flexible male. While the chain links do not offer room for decoration, the masterful work on the riveting sets this piece apart from common mail. So here we go. Famed armor, level 3. 133 years. So let's obviously put that on. So yes, I did download a mod to actually show us what level things were. So it basically goes kind of in rainbow order. So orange is tier 1, green is tier 2, blue is tier 3, and purple is tier 4. And let's actually go here and to our artifacts, because we need to repair some of these things. Okay, so we unfortunately have 7 years on that, and that is going to cost us 150 gold. But we do definitely want to keep this around. And then we also have the standard artifacts. Okay, so unfortunately we were a bit too late to oh no, because she took the sword, didn't she? Yes. And 2 more gold from our little kitty. We could create the Kingdom of England if we so wanted to. We need 500 gold. Okay, Iron Constitution. Good disease resistance. Ask our Head of Faith for gold. Yep, we'll do that. That's 355 that we are up to. Okay, so making the Kingdom of England. Let's have a look. So that would mean we could vassalize Mercia, and we probably would have to destroy the title Kingdom of Wales and turn it over to the Kingdom of England. Make England our primary title, which is probably not necessarily what we particularly want to do. Okay, a murder at court. How is that royal prerogative coming along? 3 years, roughly. And how is this war going? Oh my goodness. Okay, another one. So the Northern conquest of the petty kingdom of Moray. Okay, so that is a adventurer claimant thing. Minus 84%. Oh my goodness, look at that. They are just getting absolutely slaughtered. Let's see, Duchy of Cornwall. Their military strength is similar. They are minus 387 gold. Yes. We'll do this. So let's go across. And let's find you someone. Okay, yep, good enough. You are of... Not quite sure. But oh my goodness, look at all of that. Okay, and another one. May you go strong and wise. And schema discovered. Yep, fine. There we go, so we have captured that one. Let's actually send you over... Yep, that way. And then this one... no, you will go over there. Yeah, I apologise for speeding through all of this, but I'm not quite sure this is actually going to... Duchy of Kent. Yep, thank you. Okay, we've caught them. There we go, and we are very handily winning the battle and besieging that taken territory. We're only plus 3%. Okay, so this is a secret field. I can't quite remember what secret that is, so never mind. And we'll continue on to there and then come back over here and defeat you. This is actually... Yeah, so this is very much showing the ups and downs of Crusader Kings, as it can potentially go. Okay, a curse undone. So our rival has died, which means that we get a bit of stress relief. And also talking to a friend. And apparently we also gained a couple of other things, so we have lustrous mail, prowess +4 and knight effectiveness +2, compared to our flexible mail, prowess +10. Knight effectiveness versus prestige and controlled territory defender advantage. However, this weapon, yep, let's do that. Court jester slapstick. So we have an option to just laugh at it and get a bit of reduction of stress. Or we can say it's no fun if there's no blood, do it again and injure yourself. So we'll just do the top option. And yet another child. Yet another child. Let's do you two. I know you're married and you can potentially get the inbred trait, but that's not too much of a worry for us. Okay, so you're coming down. And this is being a bit too high of a... So grandson is neither the talent nor the drive to paint the masterpiece he promised me. So now we could just say the folly of childhood. So we'll get you to come back over here. So there is 4,000 troops there. New learning lifestyle perk. We'll go for carefree. And we'll send you over here. To manage that. We will merge you together. And come over here and catch you. Yes. There we go. So, battle handily won, 65%. So let's once again come down here and start sieging. A schema discovered. This is a fine battle axe. There we go, another siege one. Come over here. Once again, handily won. No, I want to click on the army. You'll just have to wait for them to move out of the way then. Oh, 100%. There we go. Enforced demands. So be it. So we are slowly creeping back. And let's disband all of our troops. So how is Ireland doing? Indeed. They are They basically have no allies anymore. They've lost a whole bunch of territory. So it's still under the control of one person. And a Kingdom of Wessex will go down to someone random. And the Petty Kingdom of Meath. Yeah, so that is still all going to be going down to the same person. But England has split apart at least a tiny bit, giving us an opportunity to snatch up a bit of territory. We can get to 500 gold and create the Kingdom of England. Probably switch that over to our main one, destroy the Kingdom of Wales, vassalize Mercia. Ah, there we go. Royal prerogative. Good timing. So we can now go up to High Crown Authority. So rulers can change between all available succession laws. Vassals cannot wage war against other vassals unless they use a hook. Vassal titles cannot be inherited by characters outside the realm. All vassals who refuse title revocation or vassal retraction are considered criminals. Clan government vassals will provide at least 15% of levies and 5% of income, including, of course. Rulers can change between available partition succession laws. Titles can be revoked and vassals can be retracted. So yes, we will pass that law. And at level 4, so vassal levy contribution and tax contribution goes up again. Vassals cannot wage any war unless they use a hook on their liege. Rulers can designate their heir, and clan government vassals will provide at least 25% of levies and 10% of income. So unfortunately that has annoyed rather a lot of our vassals. So what can we change to? Partition? Unfortunately not, because people do not like us. And we could also go for high partition. Primogeniture, ultimogeniture. No, we actually don't. So it's not saying we cannot do it here. It needs to be hovering over here. So we need the heraldry innovation for that one. And we need the primogeniture. So heraldry, is that where we are at the moment? No, heraldry is the next option up. So we need to gain 2 more. So armillary sphere, 24 years. But we can select it and get that done in about 3 years. And we are being exposed to household soldiers. That will be discovered in about 23 years. And then hopefully when this is discovered, we can swap over to this and continue. So we cannot create any new men-at-arms regiments. But okay, let's get that 500 gold. Who wouldn't like me? Well, a lot of people, unfortunately. So yeah, we've got a few people who aren't necessarily so keen on us. So we could revoke titles. So this is an act of tyranny, so they will accept. There we go, and revoke title. There we go, so we now own all of this land down here in Wales. So do we actually own the duchy as well? Yes, we do, the Principality of Cornwall. So we could give this back to one of our vassals if we so wanted to. I think we will keep it for now. Unfortunately, having that will annoy a few people. So we can destroy it for 400 prestige. Yep. Let's do that. That will also annoy people. Okay, goodness. Okay, we're getting a lot of things up here. So pet our cat we don't need to worry about. And okay, so this is a couple of release people for money. So artifacts have low durability. Find battle axe. Yes, okay, we'll have a look at that in a moment. Low count control. Titles can be created. Prisoners can be ransomed. Okay, so for 10 gold, yes. 30 gold. And 50 gold. Fine. That gets us over the 500 we need. So we should be able to come here, create the Kingdom of England. Gives us the 400 prestige we just lost from destroying the Kingdom of the Duchy title. So we need to come back here, make this our primary title, so we are now the King of England first. Then we need to come back here, Kingdom of Wales. We need to destroy this one for 800 prestige. So that has caused a complete mess of everything. But we are now the King of England. And let's see, will you... A base reluctance minus 45. So if we sent you a bit of gold, or we wait for our military to tick back up, you should accept, and you have a lot of troops. And you have a lot of troops. So that should be useful to us as well, because you own the Petty Kingdom of Mercia. Yeah. And also, Ireland is still in an absolute mess. So, Petty Kingdom of Moray and... Oh, another independence war. I are top. Okay, dish is done. That is good. Hopefully, I've been some entertaining background noise while that's been happening. And honestly, I think we may actually have a slight fighting chance again. Because Ireland is just being absolutely torn up. Okay, we need to get you a spouse, apparently. We need to marry you off to someone. You are 31 years old. So let's see. Is there anyone around your age with... Yep. So we'll reinforce that one. And of course, she's had a child out of wedlock. So let's see who we can betroth you to. Anyone? Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, this is the Liberty faction. So we go down to limited crown authority, which is that one down there. Military power 151%. Fine. You know, I was only doing that just for one person anyway. And here we go. Unfortunately, we've lost our pet cat once more. There we go, mystical knowledge. We can gain the trait Wise Man. And also, let's have a look at this. I think we will... Oh, honestly, we will forge this into a pedestal item because we do not want... yeah, and this one as well, I think we will reforge into a pedestal item. Spear of Pain. That is a fascinating... That is a fascinating nickname. And yes, unfortunately, our poor little kiddies. Our poor little kiddies. Okay, so Fine Battle Axe is a pedestal item. And we want to repair that. Okay, we need 250 gold for that one, unfortunately. So that is displayed. Let's display that one as well. And I don't quite know why it's being so zoomed in. So we'll go back. Cult artifacts. So the scriptures are being displayed, yes. We can display that armor. That, and we will display that behind us. And we will display the fine spear on the pedestal as well. So displayed 1 out of 2. So that is this one back here. And I think, yes, that is... Yeah, displayed 1 out of 4, 2 out of 4, 3 out of 4, 4 out of 4. So we've got all of the pedestal items. We have displayed 3 out of 3, so we can have 2 more large wall ornaments. Let's actually put up the English war banner there, because that gives us some dread gain and prestige per knights. And this one we need to get 250 gold. So I am not displaying that one because it will just basically be destroyed if we were to do it. So I think probably we will see where we are in about half an hour and just see where things are. So time between mental breaks plus 3 years. Yeah, Ireland is basically what's happening to Ireland is what happened to us last time with all of these different wars. So we have a Northman army conquest, we have an independence war, and we have Wessex defending against someone for their claim on the Kingdom of Wessex. And okay, we have a Northman army against us as well. So what do you specifically want? This bit down here. Okay, so where is our nearest military point? I don't think we have one down here, so put it there. So we can raise all of our troops. All 6,000 of them. And hopefully be able to... Okay. Let the traitor be known as... yeah, we'll just say we'll banish them as they've always done. So we will... Oh goodness, sorry. That has been me talking for too long. So anyway, we'll merge them and then split them apart. So we can actually get 2 territories focused, and they are going straight for this bit here. So let's head in, and even though they have higher numbers, we should be able to win most definitively. And there we go, disband the armies. And yeah, Fnatic, they stretch too far indeed. So it's kind of like one of these things with succession and whatnot. Let's see, offer vassalage, -8. And how much? 150 gold for him. We don't want to request a claim on anything. So yeah, we'll just kind of have to sit here and wait to see what happens. Okay, no longer a court jester. Don't mind about that. We are not in a pressed orchid. Okay. So no. We basically have a 0% chance so that it's cleaner and stronger than ever. 20% chance its durability increases by 60. 45% chance it decreases by 18, or 33% chance it's destroyed. No, we're not touching it. Okay, so this is a vassal. Kneels in deference, offering nothing but his oath to faithfully serve. He rises, looking awkward. From the corner of my eye, I notice my grandson swooning, clearly besotted. I was kind of like, okay, how dare you? Gains the nickname the Stud. Wow, okay. No, I think we'll just say we're done here. Hey, you have a claim on the Duchy of Wessex. And that is a stressed claim as well. So who can we get you married to? Yep, let's just marry you in and solidify that claim. Because even if we can't press it for you, it will hopefully be passed down to future children. We don't need to keep you pinned anymore. And oh no, we have gained the trait infirm. So do we have any important claims? Duchy of Kent. So yes, declare war. Their military strength is inferior. Our claims, the Duchy of Kent. So let's get that back under. And head down to Kent. Fascination Armorilli Sphere, so we can collect a new, or we can choose a new one. So, and of course we have one more innovation before we actually go up to the high medieval ages. So let's see which one. Bailiffs, 204 years, domain +1. Coinage right, feudal contract. Manualism is 109 years. Mangonels, I think we'll go for this one. 109 years down to 15 years. That should be very, very useful. Okay, that is not a territory we can siege. Okay, that tapestry has already been destroyed. Apparently, keeping it in storage does not stop its decay. Yes, you have the pure blooded trait. We are getting that back in the family, or at least trying to anyway. Okay, so which one of you actually has the onagers, not the onagers, the mangonels then? You do, right. Growing debauchery. My daughter has shown little proclivity to do anything but spend her days at the tavern. Okay, so she looks like she's become a drunkard then? No, not quite yet. Okay, so this is, yes. She will gain it. Needs some responsibility. Or she sure knows how to enjoy the finer things in life. Well, I mean, okay, she's a drunkard, but she's also 59 years old. So there's probably not too much to worry about in terms of that. And I have just noticed he does have a claim on the Kingdom of Ireland. It is unfortunately an unpressed claim. It looks like it did come down from her mother. Okay, so we'll get her to show some responsibility. Seductress, okay. Betrothed can marry, yep. And lifestyle perk, we'll go for healthy. Even though I don't think this is going to make any difference. Okay, so we need to repair this one. We don't need to. Princess Eleanor. What do you own then? Okay, so you just own that little bit of territory there. Titles can be created. We don't have enough money. We can ask our head of faith for gold for 214. Yep. We'll do that. Oh. Okay, this is definitely going to be an interesting situation. So we control that one. We need to probably go up here. Siege that one down. A son who is okay. And let's do... No, actually not you. Let's do... you and try and get some of those traits back in. Okay, so let's go... Yeah. There we go, 100%. There we go. So that is now part of England. And of course Essex is also independent. So, let's see, offer vassalage. You are at war. In a subjugation war. Okay, so this is definitely getting interesting. So, Mercia. Nope, -6. But we are getting there. And speaking of getting there, we probably want to have a look. What can we do in terms of the... Okay, that's not actually owned by us. What do we own? Where is our capital? Okay, our capital is down here in Bath. Okay, so levies 125, so that'll be an extra 100. Extra tax. And then this one is... Yeah, let's upgrade our forest forts. So we do have the battlements thing, so we could increase our castle next time we get a bit more money. So let's just, once again, go down to 4 speed, keep an eye on Ireland. They are getting absolutely thrashed. So I wonder... Okay, so Duke. So you own quite a lot of things. So, oh, we've gained the trait disfigured already. Or would we gain it? Let's see, I think I'm tempted to actually exile him. Yeah, there we go. So we now have 10 territories. Which obviously means we are above our domain limit. Pay 10 gold to us, okay. So what are our newly gained holdings? Okay, none of these ones here. I think it is probably these, yes. Yep, okay, so we'll grant to the person who has the highest stewardship. Show only recently acquired titles. So you have that one there. 2, 3, and 4. Yep. Actually, no, we don't want to do that, do we? No, 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 no. We'll let you have the capital. But the other ones, just to stop you being too powerful, we'll go to a few other people and then we will transfer the vassalage over. 3 and... That is, yes, all part of the Herbeth, okay. And then this last one will go to you. Grant title. And then we can... Yep. Transfer. This is so much easier than it was in Crusader Kings 2. There we go. That should be. You now love us. You now absolutely love us. Oh. So this is definitely become an interesting one. -3. So once again, we are almost there. We are almost there, getting you in our ranks. You are winning your war. So offer vassalage, you will not accept different pay, not his rightful liege, cultural acceptance, yada yada yada. So we may have to just come in and take that over then. Like so. Yeah, let's just basically keep an eye on this. So -3, and you wanted a gift of 150 gold. So I think, yes, we will. There we go, send gift, increase opinion by 29, and hopefully low feudal obligations. That will be fine by me. And come on. Yes, there we go. He is now our vassal. And then we have this petty kingdom, offer vassalage. Yep. Oh, no, no. Okay. Apparently not, even though it actually says she would accept. She wouldn't. Interesting. So minus 13. So base reluctance, different faith, cultural acceptance. Okay, so extramarital affair, fine. Hi there, Jessie May. Yeah, you've come in just as we are probably about to consider wrapping things up. So I think I may have jumped the gun a little bit on declaring this as our last one, because we've managed to somehow scrabble things back. Somehow. But I'm not quite sure I want to continue too much on this, because it has been a bit aggravating, all the ups and downs. So we may end up in a situation where we see Ireland basically dissolve, and then we kind of can pretty much just say what we think is going to happen in the future. And yeah, no worries, I'm just saying that we're probably about to wrap things up, because this is... Okay, so the Wessex is now independent. So could we declare war against you? For the Earldom. Yeah, just for tiny little bits and pieces. So not too much. Essex we're trying to get a claim on, and we are hoping that we're able to offer vassalage for her. But we need to try and figure out where can we get the cultural acceptance up. Okay. You are Anglo-Cumbrian. Do we have... Okay, not part of our realm, so we can't actually do that, unfortunately. And on top, woke up at 9 AM, felt kind of nice. Yeah, I woke up at midday. I woke up at midday. So I had about an hour and a half to get ready and everything before the stream. And even now, I am a little bit tired. Okay, so we can transfer a vassalage. We will do that. And we have too many held duchies. So we have the Principality of Kent. So who do we want to give this to? So minus 17, minus 55, minus 63. Okay, who is best? You have 6 stewardship. You have 6. You have 10. Okay, so we will grant you the Principality of Kent. And there you go. So we can negotiate an alliance with... Yes, that keeps on coming up. No, I don't really want to change his contract to imprison criminals because you're a fornicator. Okay, this is our daughter. Right, okay. On top, have to keep myself on a very strict schedule Monday to Friday or my world turns to chaos. Yeah, I can envision that. Somehow I do manage to keep awake for my day job. The weekends are kind of basically just off limits. Okay, so we want you to probably have a decent spouse. Yep, that's fine. Streaming has helped keep you keep a schedule, Jazzy May. Messages are delayed, Twitch is tripping. Yeah, well, shouldn't be too much of an issue. I don't think we're discussing anything that is particularly urgent. Odd top, my internal clock is very inclined to basking in the darkness and shunning the dressed day star. Yes, that is very much what mine feels like as well. Kingdom of Essex, yes. By divine right. And let's go fabricate a claim on which one is the capital? Hampshire. And I know it doesn't matter too much putting it in the capital, but I always find it seems to work a bit better. Odd top autocorrect has failed me. I don't know, I thought the idea of the dressed day star was quite interesting. Okay, so we've gained the trait whole of body from finishing that one. So fertility, health and stress, all beneficial. We are at 78 years old and our health is only starting to become poor. So we need to make sure we kind of are able to declare this war against Essex and get things in, get it under our control. Which shouldn't be too long because we are gaining almost 9 gold a month. Jessie May, make myself open curtains for sunlight. Yeah, same here. Odd top, always been inclined to being awake at night. Yes. Again, same here. If I'm left to my own devices, I think I would honestly kind of go to bed about midnight and get up about midday. Okay, so does Essex really have... Okay, yes, they do have a lot of people. Okay, right. So Essex does have a lot of alliances, so it may be a bit of an issue to try and get them into under our control, unfortunately. So could we... Nope, we can't really ally ourselves with them. Can we declare war with you? Nope, not in debt, though that does seem to mean that we do have an option. We do have a casus belli. Yeah, I'm just trying to quickly think on a few things here. And vampire android. Oh, what's that? Do you bite batteries and suck the energy out of them? Is that what a vampire android does? Odd top, LOL, yes. Okay, so we've got a few new things in Bath and we are now back to positive. So what are these wars, or what is this war we can... So Kingdom of Alba, Kingdom of... Oh my goodness. Okay, unfortunately he would become independent. Yeah, become independent. Wait. This may end up being the final episode. This may end up being the final episode, but not for reasons I think. Have you seen whose claim we are pressing? Have you guys seen whose claim we're going to be pressing if we manage to do this? And look at the territory we'd gain. Our son. Our player heir and son. These are his claims. These are his claims. So he'd become independent, but he is our son and heir. So as soon as we die, and I believe... no, okay, there is no option. There is no option to commit suicide. However... You basically have no troops. Declare war. Claim the Kingdom of Ireland. Let the sirens call. Okay, so our nearest rally point is here. So we want to raise all of them up. So that is 3,300 each, more or less. And let's go over here. Oh my goodness. Jessie May, yes, this game does have a mind of its own sometimes. this game definitely does have a mind of its own sometimes. Oh, look at that. They've got 4 troops there. Let's get 4. They've got 4 troops there. On top, what a roller coaster, yes. And I am honestly fairly glad that I actually decided to keep playing as this character. Oh, no, I didn't want both of you to go there. I didn't want both of you to go there. Who has the onagers? So you do indeed come here. You stay up here. Not the onagers, the mangonels. So I think that one will be higher. Yes. So this has sport level of 4. Holy letters. Yeah, we'll just go for that. I don't care at the moment. I don't care at the moment. I'm just like, yeah. I don't care about all these events. Just show me all of the war ones. So unfortunately we are losing an absolute ton of gold a month because of all the Lanfranco's tapestry. Yep, okay. Jesse made just like a real period drama. Yes, indeed. So, I have actually... Oh, it's like well, okay. I'll backtrack a little bit. So I do a bit of writing here and there, and at least a couple of the events that have gone on in Crusader Kings, both 2 and 3, have inspired kind of like a couple of oh, okay, so we've got some people. So you actually have a forest fighter and 18 prowess. Okay, yep, embrace gold, and this will be your home. Benedict, I wonder if there's a Lord of the Rings mod for this. There may very well be. There probably is for Crusader Kings 2, because obviously that's been around for a lot longer. Let me actually just have a look, because I downloaded a few mods the other day. So let's just see. Go to the workshop, total conversion. There are 101 total conversion mods, apparently. So let's sort by Lord of the Rings, Realms in Exile. Let me just read that. Okay, so Realms in Exile refers to the kingdoms that were formed after the destruction of the Isle in Númenor. These are Arnor, Gondor, Umbar, Belikar, and Thon and Karlok. Gondor features in the 3rd book of Lord of the Rings. It is ruled by the stewards of Minas Tirith, as their king was lost in a duel with the Witch King of Minas Morgul. Arnor is the lost realm of the north. Aragorn is chieftain of its few survivors. Umbar was once the city of the Númenóreans at the height of their power in Middle-earth. Now it is a mighty haven of corsairs. Belikar and Thon and Karlok are former colonies far to the south, and the books do not mention their names. So I will put in the link for the total conversions just generally. There you go. And the specific one for the Lord of the Rings. So there you go, if you are interested in having a look at that. I think you should be able to get an option to download that outside of the Steam workshop, or at least I know there are a couple of options that allow you to download those. So for Fanadict, Crusader Kings 3 is available on the Xbox Game Pass for PC if you have or are interested in that. So there is the potential for potentially, if they still have the offers on, potentially you could get a month of Xbox Game Pass for about £1. Download that mod and you could play Lord of the Rings in Crusader Kings 3 for a month. And then obviously if you enjoy the game, you know you like it, and you can either continue on with a subscription or buy it outright. But yeah, if you do have a look at that, let me know how it goes for you. Because obviously, as you can see, it's very much ups and downs, highs and lows. And as for the new Lord of the Rings TV show, I am pretty neutral on the series. So I can appreciate that other people will be excited and interested for it. I will probably just see how it goes. Fanatic, you've already got Crusader Kings 3 on Steam. Well, that is good. Then you can download that mod and have a go with it yourself. But either way, yeah, just let me know how it goes for you, because I'd be quite interested just to hear the general overviews of it, the highs and the lows, the wins and the losses, being kicked back to owning a single county and then coming back to own almost the entirety of the British Isles. Because that is what can happen. So we are at plus 14%, 34%. Okay, so we'll move on to the next land. And of course Ormond is independent, but as soon as we become our son... Odd top. I wish I could train Jasper how to make me tea. Aww. Oh yeah, Jasper's your little kitty, isn't he? Okay, and another betrothal. Anyone potentially good? Let's do you. Like, yeah, but I also don't think Jasper should know how to access fire. Yeah, true. Yeah, Fanatic, I'll let you know how it goes. Good, thank you. Yeah, I'd just be generally curious about it. And I just love how it's like summoning 158 troops here. Are you actually still in those two other wars? No, just this one, the Petty Kingdom of Moray, which you are losing. But hopefully we'll be able to come back and claim that, because it would be a de jure bit of territory for us. Cats are never to be trusted. Jazzy May, yes they are. Cats are always to be trusted. Always trusted to be mischief makers. But yeah, always trusted. Okay, where is the next? I think that's the next bit. Oh, Jazzy May, that's not nice. They're not rotten. They're not rotten. They might be spoiled rotten. Okay, apparently I cannot find the right territories to take here. So we've taken that. We can't seem to take that one. There's, yeah, a bit down here. Yeah, little kitties are spoilt rotten and mischievous to the core, yes. Yeah, it's like even my little kitty is spoilt and mischievous. And if he actually slept in one place... if he actually slept in one place reasonably, I might be tempted to get a little kitty cam. Jazzy May, unfortunately, the cat in this game died of old age. Which, I mean, is to be expected because we are playing across hundreds and hundreds of years. But yes, thankfully, aside from the first cat which we gave to one of our vassals, all of the other cats we've had have just died of old age. Is Ollie still enjoying his cardboard box? I'm not actually sure because I can't see him in the room. So he's not in the cardboard box by my computer. He's not up on his cat tree. He may be. Okay, apparently he is on the human bed. He is apparently snoozing on the human bed. Yeah, Ollie has or we have a blanket that we put on the bed over winter, and Ollie absolutely adores snuggling down there. And on top, when you get Amazon deliveries, your cats fight over who sits in the box. Yeah, I can imagine that. With Ollie, he needs to investigate everything. So we joke that anything that we have that gets delivered, it must pass the kiddie inspection. And Princess Feisty loves cardboard boxes. Yeah, Ollie loves boxes, loves bags, loves blankets, all of those things. And on top, two of the cats will sit together and Jasper will not allow it. Oh. Oh, poor little kiddies. Okay, so you're still stuck at minus 89% on that war. So we may have to see just what happens once again. There we go, that is all sieged down. Where is the next barony? Yeah, so when we eventually vaguely maybe move, okay, so interesting. Yeah, let's actually trade with the raiders, as unusual as it would be. So anyway, as I was trying to say, is like when we actually try and eventually move from where we currently are, we have been talking about maybe getting another cat, and we are so not sure on how Ollie would react, because we think either he would absolutely detest having a little invader, like another little kiddie around, or he may absolutely love having someone to play with. We have no idea. Because he has been... as he has been just the only kiddie in the household for so long, so we're not sure if he'd actually love having a kiddie sibling or not. Yes, we would know how to introduce them properly and everything. There's no worries on that. It's just more whether it'd be a situation where they actually get along together generally, or if they would more tolerate each other. And obviously it's a question of, do we get like a couple of little kittens, or do we get an adult is another option as well. Because we are thinking... oh, okay, so this is our daughter has died. Interestingly, she had infirm, which we do as well, and yet we still outlived her. Okay, so we'll send you down here to attack this army. Yeah, it's kind of like, do we get a couple of kittens? Do we get an older cat? Do we go for a rescue cat, or do we go for another American curl, which is the breed that Ollie is? So odd top, sometimes we think Jasper's being really sweet with the others. He'll sit with them and lick them, then they'll move in a way that offends him and he'll give them a smack and run away. Aye, silly kiddies. But yes, we know all of the things about how to properly introduce a cat, and we have all of the plans in place, so there shouldn't be any worries there. Jazzy May. And it's like we know all of the Jackson Galaxy stuff. Oh, 93%. Okay, we have an Irish war banner. It will make a fine addition to my collection. So we'll send our army here. Once this one moves back over to Ossory, and hopefully finishing these couple of sieges will mean that we win the war. Come on, we're almost there. Come on. There we go, 100%. 100%. So enforce demands. There we go. We have a favour hook on the King of Ireland, which is our player, heir, and son. And look at that. So it may look like nothing has changed, but when we die, when we die, we will inherit all of that land. So, of course, I'm not quite sure if I could see... Okay, realm size 22 counties. Realm size 38. So that is 60 counties. So we just need 20 more to get the empire. So let's disband all of our troops. Back into the positive. Would you? You're minus 15 now. Essex, you have an absolutely huge amount of troops. Wessex, we don't have a claim on. Let's see, negotiate alliance. Yes, we can do that just straight off. And I think now we wait, get our money back. Have a look against Essex. Their military strength is superior to ours. And probably, I think, when we die and our son inherits, I think we will end there, because that will probably be close enough to our goal. So I may do off stream some like kind of a wrapping up option where I just go through and I do indeed create the Kingdom of Britannia. That may not be uploaded. Okay, fine, you can have that. It may not be uploaded. It probably won't be uploaded to Twitch, but it should be uploaded to YouTube, just to kind of finish the series up formally. And yeah, cats are crazy, but that's why we love them. So yes, you did also say about getting a rescue cat. The thing is, here in the UK, things are not necessarily a bit strange, but every time, like, we didn't intend to get a pedigree cat. We were trying to go around and find a rescue cat for our place, but because we live in a flat with no access outside, then none of the cats that we actually have, none of the rescue centres that we talked to would allow us to have a cat, because every single one of them said is like must have independent access to the outdoors. So this is Raiders of High Chief Des Carrion are a fearsome bunch. So he wishes to offer his services. Yes, we will take that in. We will take you as a knight. So yeah, it's kind of a bit opposite to the way it is in the US from what I understand, yes. So unfortunately our options were either to try and wait for a cat that was specifically to be an indoor cat, i.e. like one who had like was basically a special needs cat, i.e. blind or had FIV or the similar, or we try and look around for a pedigree cat. For an addict, we pretty much, the only indoor cats that we really have in the UK are the pedigree ones, because when we got Ollie, we had to sign an agreement that actually specifically said that we would keep him indoors. So hence where we were, our only options were to wait for a special needs cat, which could have taken years for one that actually met our specifications, or do what we did, and I actually went around and had a look at some breed rescue sites, contacted someone who had some Turkish fans, talked to them, and it's kind of like, oh, I'm sorry, it's like the one that's on our website has found a new home. We have 2 brothers who need a new place. So I reply back, it's like, yeah, I'm sorry, but we've only got permission to have 1 cat. Like, oh, I've got an American curl that needs a home. Would you like to come and see him? So we said yes, and well, that's where we got Holly from. Okay, so this is the Oldham of Hampshire. No, we won't worry about that one. Yeah, it is very interesting about the differences between the US and the UK and how it manages things. Okay, so one of our vassals has created a Liberty faction. Slightly annoying, but let's have a look. Lower Crown Authority. Okay, that would be fine, I guess. It would take a bit of time to get it back up to where we were, but it's one of the least annoying ones. Oh, Liberty War. So which one is this? So this is the Duchy of the Isles and someplace in Scotland. Okay, whoops, pause. Okay, where is our nearest bit where we can raise our troops? It's once again up here. Let's raise that. And yes, cats are fun and adorable, but I understand that they are not necessarily for everyone. Okay, so that Independence War is these two bits up here, which are not green. And yeah, it's kind of like, I can understand and appreciate people who like dogs, but in terms of like actually having a dog myself, it's not really something I'd necessarily want. Partly because also the dog breeds that I absolutely adore and would want to have are fairly high energy and wouldn't really work with my lifestyle. Okay, so you are sieging one down. So let's take you over to up here. So yeah, unfortunately, I am someone who's very into like the okay, there we go. Though know thyself, we will be dead within a year. So yeah, I kind of like the German Shepherds and Akitas and Siberian Huskies, kind of like all the ones that are like highly intelligent and such, require quite a lot of energy and focus. So let's find ourselves a spouse. Reset to defaults, infertile. And once again by stewardship, though obviously we will be dead within a year, so there's nothing too much we need to worry about. Independence faction. And let's just continue on that. Yeah. And been called into another war, which once again should be fine. Jazzy May, I love visiting zoos and aquariums. Yeah, so do I. Obviously, it's been a while since we were able to do so. We've been able to do so here. But one of the places that I love visiting in Bristol is they have like quite a well-designed zoo there, and they've got a couple of interesting animal species. So when we were able to visit, however many years ago, we got to see some lovely little red pandas, and we also got to see some Asiatic lions, which are quite uncommon. Yeah, and we also, well, there were options to like be in, or you could purchase is a bit of the wrong word, but you could like buy an option from the zoo to be able to go in and feed some of the animals. Okay, so Liberty faction, yep, we'll just accept that. And we'll come back in here. So you could go in and, for instance, when we were there, we had someone who had chosen, who had actually purchased the option to be able to feed the red pandas, and then there was someone who purchased the option to come in and feed the meerkats, but unfortunately they weren't a fan of all the insects, so they kind of stood around while the zookeeper actually... Okay, you've given us some money, thank you. So yeah, she didn't overly enjoy the idea of having to touch the insects, so the zookeeper kind of did it for her. But it was still cute seeing all the meerkats and such around. Yes, it was amazing. And I'm just disappointed that we weren't able to do it ourselves. Oh, okay, there we go. Pause, pause, please pause. Okay, King Ellis of England has passed on at 85 years of age. He died of old age. Known to be an exceptional strategist, he spent many of his days examining fields and drilling his troops. King Swafred ascends to the throne. So there we go. And let's just zoom out. So, this is where we are at the moment. Let's have a look. There you're right, part of the Empire of Britannia. So we own 62 territories and we need 18 more. So there is naturally 7 there. There is 6 there, so that's 13. And then 18. And okay, so technically 11, but obviously let's have a look. How powerful is France? Their military strength is similar to ours. So we could honestly take off all of these, do a claim on the land that France owns here, which I think we will actually do. So let's fabricate claim on which one do we want? Let's do Galloway. And I think after all that we'll be able to just sweep up the rest of this territory. So offer vassalage, you are at -7, which is interesting to note. But unfortunately, as much as this is stopping when we have 2 wars going on, I think okay, you are a Islander War Banner, we'll take that. We're probably going to lose that, so we will just surrender. So we will lose that bit of territory, but we will be able to claim it back. So don't worry about that. We need to make sure we have... Let's go for... Actually go for chivalry and get that up. So we have lost 1 war. Let's actually just sweep up this last one if we can. Okay, let's merge all of these together. There we go. And so we honestly just want that, these little bits of territory. Okay, and our heir is yes, because we are Tanistry elective, so we can inherit it along your realm succession law. Yes, we will do that because then that means it is a guaranteed. So Prince... Okay, yep, so we would need to try and push forwards on this and make sure we don't die too early, because otherwise the realms would be split. So we do still... we have the Kingdom of Wales back. So let's... Okay, we have nowhere near enough prestige to do that. So let's just keep our fingers crossed that we don't inadvertently die. Okay, actually what I'm going to do is... or can I not split you? Okay, split. And then we'll send you up here. And then we will send you down here. So I can see that that is the capital of the Isles. Or the inner... Game over, people. Game over. We just died. What I didn't want to happen just happened. Yep. So, unfortunately, our brother is the King of England. Fucks. The good news is he doesn't have children. The good news is he doesn't have children. The good news is he doesn't have children. So we need... Okay, you are the best as a steward. You are best as a marshal. You are absolutely terrible, so we're not going to do you. And Spymaster, our daughter. Oh, hey there, Lion Shark. So things are interesting. So let's support schemes. Let's go here. We can invite someone. Plus 10. How much do you want? 50 gold. Fine. We'll try and do that. So, yes, this has been very much up and down. So what do we have? Claims on... Okay, so we have a few claims on a few bits of things. Yeah. Imagine a Scottish person speaking French. I mean, it's actually it's a chaotic mess. It's a chaotic mess of Anglo-Norse, Cumbrian, Gaelic, Anglo-Cumbrian, and Picto-Norse. There's no actual... Like, it's headed by someone in France, but the culture of the average person is still just normal. Okay, so we'll finish this war off. Okay, what the bloody hell do we need to do? Right, Marshal. Chivalry focus. Diplomacy, because we have a spare option. We'll do Groom to Rule, just to get that one done. Okay, we are 95% positive in this war. Okay. Betrothed can marry. Fine. Yes. Betrothed can marry. Yes. Fine. We own too many things. Fine. We have a dangerous faction. Fine. We have too many things. Fine. Oh boy. Negotiate an alliance with... I don't know why it's telling me that, because... Oh boy. Oh lord. So yeah, Lion Shark, you missed some interesting things. So we managed to claim back the Kingdom of Wales. Then we managed to go in and gain control back of enough of England to create the title Kingdom of England. Then we destroyed the title Kingdom of Wales to make England our primary title, so we could try and vassalize the people that were still de jure part of England but weren't actually under our control, so we could try and vassalize them, which worked for a couple of things. Then we went through and realized that Ireland was fighting like 3 different wars, so we could press someone's claims. So of course, because it was a kingdom title, it would have meant that that person went independent. So I was almost not going to do it, and then I realised that the person whose claims we were going to be pressing would be our son and heirs. So that would have united Ireland, Wales, and what we had of England. So then we died, so we won that war. We died, and our father, indeed, took up all of the titles. But then he died after like a year of rulership, if that. So unfortunately, that was done before I could even think about redoing all the titles. So our brother gained the title the Kingdom of England and is independent. But he does not have any children. So we are currently plotting to murder him to try and get England back under our control. And then once we do that, I think we are going to end the stream and then kind of just do a, yeah, this is how we leave it. I will be doing a final episode. I will be doing a final episode just to hopefully combine the British Isles and Independence faction. How powerful are you? 139%. And this is Duchy of Kent. Fine, I guess I have no choice. Kent is independence once again, but we should be able to get it back. Unfortunately, okay, our spy master is back as our daughter, thankfully. So yeah, this may be a bit of time where we need to spend kind of just making sure we unite everything. Why have we just gone down to minus 50%? Oh, right, because you've taken a load of territory down here. Okay, fine. We'll send you all the way down here then. Right. So, I mean, we're doing fine. We're doing fine. It's just some of these wars are a little bit annoying, and some of them I don't necessarily want to fight. There we go. So we should catch up with you. Yes, we have. And there we go. And then we can come back here and de-siege our territories. And how are you doing up here? Almost done. Earldom of Galloway. Yes, all of Strathclyde will be mine. That puts us in a huge amount of debt. There we go. Plus 90%, and then we can come back up here and hopefully siege that down. And oh my goodness. This has been fairly exhausting. Let me just say this has been fairly exhausting. Hey, that's just 2 people coming down. Oof. Okay, and actually, let me see. So we are still Welsh Anglo-Saxon. And let's see, Irish. What is our acceptance? 2%. Okay. So promote cultural acceptance with Ireland. And then what special things does the Irish culture have? Polygamy, perhaps. Refined poetry, maritime mercantilism. I think we still have that. So yeah, we could go for polygamous if we wanted to. And that would be interesting. Okay, that is all still sieged down. Good, good, good. And this should be almost done. There we go, 100%. Enforced demands. So be it. Disband. And do we technically have... Yes, we would have a Casus Belli on you. Would we have a Casus Belli on you? Yes, we do. Some of some kind. We would have a Casus Belli on you. Yeah, basically we have a Casus Belli on... Basically... not on you, but you wouldn't accept vassalage. Oh, and England is actually, in a liberty war. Okay, so what would happen? Okay, that's just a Crown Authority one, right? That doesn't matter. So, let's see. Offer vassalage. Oops. Click on that properly. No, would not accept, at least not yet anyway. So, I think... with a big yawn from me. Oh, hang on. 1 second. 1 second. Okay, there we go. Phew. Managed to snooze the adverts before they popped up. So yes, I think that is where we are going to leave it for now. It looks like a hot, jumbled mess, but we actually have things more under control than we did before. All we need to do is basically wait for our brother to die and England will come back under our control. And we have Casus Belli on practically everything else. Brittany, let me actually have a look at them. No Casus Belli on Brittany, but let's just see. Empire of Britannia. So we own 30 of the Dayore counties, which sounds bad, but a lot of them, 20 of them, are in England alone. 6 in Kent. Let me just count. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 in Wessex. 4 over here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's owned by Scotland. France. 6 here. 6 there. 1 there. So there's all little bits and pieces that can just basically be pulled together to create the Britannian Empire. However, I think that is where we are going to be leaving things, both for today and for Crusader Kings 3, attempt at becoming the Welsh Empire of Britannia. So on Tuesday, as I've said, we are going to be playing a game called Neo: The World Ends With You. It's going to be a relatively short stream to get people inducted into it and understanding some of the mechanics, as there are probably going to be a lot of plot points I need to explain, especially in the latter half of the game. But there are still some plot elements that come up almost immediately that you would only really know if you play the first game. So let me just go over and... Okay. Transition over to the see you next time one, and I will save and exit. Try not to do a horrible yawn on stream, and I will quickly go and have a look to see if there is anyone on Twitch that we can go and raid. Say hello to. Yes, okay, so this is someone who doesn't necessarily need the huge audience. Let me just go and check on them. Okay, no, this is someone different. So let's go and say hello to this person. I got them a bit confused with someone else. So raid. So this is another, you could probably guess, Project Zomboid person. But let's just go and say hello to them. And yes, I know I need to get my raid message set up. I will try and do that at some point. So thank you everyone for popping in, and I will see you on Tuesday for a new game. Bye bye for now.
We were in a haunt. I was trying to get something out.
Time to
Where's the
say goodbye.
on the main road?
Oh my god, I'm with the car.
Oh,
What's it called?
Positronics, thank you for the raid. Thank you very
Um,
much.